Hello again, David Deutsch. Yeah, change hats again. I'm still the founder of Search Titans, and I'm still the exclusive partner of SEMrush Japan. Only this time we're going to talk about display advertising and SEMrush. First of all, what's display advertising? Excuse me for a moment. Display advertising is banner advertising. It's a lot like this. See, there's a magazine, and you put their little banners right on the magazine. Only, in our case, it's for digital banner advertising. You usually have the leaderboard up top here. You have the square in the middle. That's called an NPU. And then you have the long one here. That's called a skyscraper. And then you have other types of display advertising formats. Now, in these particular formats, you could put virtually whatever you want. Images, text, you could put videos, you could put animations, which is my personal favorite. You could even put this very presentation. You know that? Prezi.com is the next evolution of PowerPoint. Much better than PowerPoint because it's animated. You could put videos in the Prezi. You could see it online. You don't actually have to download anything. It's pretty nice. That's why I love Prezi so much. And you can use display advertising to publish your commercials, your TV commercials if you have any. You can even take a video with your cell phone and then take that video, which is just as good, and put it up on display advertising platform such as Google Display Network or the Yahoo native advertising network. Yahoo Gemini, for example, is a great place to include your display advertising on websites that talk about your product already, which is really cool. It's not good for SEO, but it's excellent for advertising and display advertising. Now, display advertising has only two purposes. One, brand awareness, and two, sales, sales, sales. You want people to notice your display ads, click on it, and then buy something, or fill out a form, or call you, or whatever it is that you want to do. So display advertising is extremely challenging to make work because people have over the last 20 years, people have developed something called banner blindness. Now that means that they see the banner, but they instantly ignore it because it's boring. It's just another banner, and it's always the same one. So people have developed a kind of like blindness to banners, and so they immediately ignore them. So if you're going to use display advertising, you've got to make sure your creatives are state-of-the-art. Use videos, use flashy, nice things, cool, interesting messaging. Do not put your logo. Nobody wants to see your logo in a display ad. It's ridiculous. Like, oh my God, somebody's logo. Let me click on that and buy something that I don't know what they sell for. Sorry about the noise. That's the French ambulance going on. Here we go. Anyway, so SEMrush, however, SEMrush is the definitive display advertising research tool. It's amazing for the simple reason that when you type in your URL into the display advertising tool of SEMrush, it'll tell you what you're doing, how much money you're spending on display, where you're spending your money on display, which publishers your ads are going on to, how effective they are, how many people click on them, how many people stay on your website, everything. Because you're going to connect your Google Analytics to SEMrush. You're going to connect your Google AdWords display to SEMrush. And it's going to collect all of that data and give you a very, very clear view of the performance of your display marketing campaigns. Which means that instead of spending $250,000 a month on display advertising just to see if it works, you could spend $200 a month on display advertising and make sure that it does before you actually spend $250,000. My personal favorite part, you type in your competitors and find out exactly what they're doing. Oh yeah. You find out what kind of ads they have, where they're putting it, how much money they're spending, how many clicks they're getting, everything. Oh yeah. That way, you can fight banner blindness You can fight banner blindness by making banners that are categorically better than all of your competitors put together. Booyah! Well, that's what I do anyway. Whenever I create a banner, I make sure that it attracts the attention of the consumer that I want to buy my stuff. For example, if I want you to buy honey, I'm going to put a nice lady pouring honey into her hand or something like that. Or I'm going to put bees on a little pot of honey, and the bees are going to come eat the honey. Or I'm going to show you a pot of honey, or something that's really engaging, that makes you hungry. You're going to look at that banner, and you're not going to care that it's a banner. You're going to be like, oh my God, I really want some lavender honey. Oh, that looks so good on that toast. That's the kind of feeling you want to get from the consumer when you do your display advertising. Now, SEMrush is going to show you all the ads of your competitors for the keyword that you put in, or for the URLs that you put in. So you just got to put the URLs of your competitors into SEMrush, and it'll show you all of their banner ads, and it'll give you all the data. And you'll see how ugly most of them are. And in fact, most of your competitors probably won't even be doing display advertising. Hello, that's just a great opportunity for you to do it and to get ahead of the game. Now just remember, whatever you sell, it's not enough to get your consumer's attention. You only have 3 seconds to get your consumer's attention from the moment he opens the page, or she opens the page. If she opens the page, you have 3 seconds. If she didn't look at your banner in those 3 seconds, call it quits. She's never going to see it again. But in those 3 seconds, if she does see it, then she might actually click on it. And then you have 30 seconds to keep her attention from your website. And if you can manage that, then you have 3 minutes to actually sell her something once she's on your website. It's the big 3. You got 3 seconds to grab their attention, 30 seconds to keep their attention, and 3 minutes to sell them something good. Alright, SEMrush is the definitive search tool for display advertising because it doesn't just tell you what the banners are that your competitors are actually producing. It tells you where they publish the ads. Oh, isn't that cool? What? Yes! It actually tells you where your competitors are putting their display advertising on which websites. You could compete apples for apples with them. You don't even have to make this stuff up. You could go directly for their heart. Now, that's assuming, of course, that your competitors are advertising on the right websites. It's not always a guarantee. But if they are, if they're already making a really good amount of money on those publishers, there's no need to guess. You don't have to go do research by clicking one by one. SEMrush will give you a giant list, thousands of publisher websites where those banners are currently appearing. That's right. Just sign up to SEMrush already. This is the 9th slide set that we've been doing. I can't believe you haven't clicked on the sign up button to get a business account. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm done waiting. Anyway, point being is, for your tactical strategy that we're going to produce for you, we're going to look at all those publishers and all those banners of all your competitors. We're going to compare everything. We're going to see which ones have great banners and great performance. We're going to look at all the publishers and check the performance of the publishers to each competitor. And we're going to take the best ones and we're going to include them in your strategy. Now, what do you do with that strategy? How do you implement it? You don't. The digital agency will. So we're going to tell, in the tactical strategy, we're going to tell your digital marketing agency, hey, you got to produce banners that show the honey like pouring out of the thingy onto a nice piece of toast. Makes me hungry. You need a video of the guy driving a Mustang because we sell Mustangs. You need, I don't know, a sexy, beautiful girl to show whatever it is that you're selling. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, we're going to tell them how to make the best display advertising possible so that you can avoid banner blindness. And then the most important part is we're going to tell them where to go. You got to go on Google Display Network and put that banner on those 10,000 websites, whatever. Because it's not just your competitors' websites. We also know which websites your consumers visit thanks to SEMrush. That's right. Everywhere your consumers go, we're going to know about it thanks to SEMrush. Everywhere your competitors are already at, we're going to know it thanks to SEMrush. And we're going to take the best of those websites and we're going to put it in a tactical strategy, a list. So that way all the digital marketing agency has to do is copy and paste the list into the Google AdWords display system, and then boom, the advertising banner that the display banner that they create will appear on all of those websites. And of course you'll have to pay per click. You'll have to pay 30 cents per click, 20 cents per click, $1. It depends on how much competition there is, and it depends on the publisher. But that's for another conversation. Using our proprietary media planning Excel sheets, we will distinguish which publishers, which ads, which campaigns are most likely to produce a profit margin for your company. And then we will prioritize your budget based on the highest profit-generating publishers and ads. If it costs $20,000 to produce a video, we're going to calculate how much money it's going to make you in a profit over the next 12 to 36 months. If it turns out you're not going to make that much money, then we'll say don't make the video, it's not going to do you any good. But if it turns out that you're going to make $3 million from a $20,000 video, we'll prove it to you and we'll show you how using the data that we collect from SEMrush. Then we're going to do the same thing all over again for Yahoo Gemini, which uses native advertising techniques, which puts in your banner, instead of putting it at the top or in the middle or wherever, it puts it in the middle of the content that deals with the subject of your products. And that's really, really exciting to me. I mean, come on. If I'm reading about honey, I'm like, so I type into Google, let's say, is honey good for diabetes? Well, that's a good question. The number one listing is somebody else. It's not me, it's not my competitor, it's just some blogger. Yahoo Gemini allows me to put my text advertising or my video or whatever I want, display advertisement, directly in the middle of that blogger's content, so that when the users are reading about diabetes and honey, they see my advertisement right in the middle of the article that that guy wrote. I can't go wrong. I'm definitely getting those clicks, definitely getting those sales. I don't even have to be in position 1 to use display advertising using Yahoo Gemini. Now that is good advertising. So we'll have that, we'll include that in your tactical strategy as well. And we'll help your agencies produce those perfect banners for the perfect bloggers. And we'll make sure that you don't invest any money on campaigns that aren't going to bring you the highest potential profit margin. Okay, I think that's it for display advertising. So we covered competitor research, we covered the actual display banner ads themselves and banner blindness and how to avoid that. And we covered the display publishers and how to find the huge list of publishers that you should link on. Okay, that's it for now. Sign up to SEMrush already. I mean, come on, how much more convincing do you need, you know? We're going to produce this strategy for you once, right? You're going to see how great it is, and then you're going to want us to stick with you, because if you don't, you know that we're going to do the same thing for your competitors, and then where will you be? No, I'm just kidding. We're here for you. We're here to help. And we'll do anything and everything it takes to make sure your company is extremely profitable in digital marketing in Japan and the rest of the world. See you in the next slide.